The haunting mystery of Kuldhara. The cursed village of Kuldhara has a haunting mystery. The wind howls through the empty and deserted streets of Kuldhara, a once prosperous village now reduced to ruins and whispers of the past. The air is thick with mystery, the silence unnatural, as if the village itself is watching, waiting for something. For over 200 years, not a single soul has called Kuldhara home. No children's laughter echoes through its empty courtyards, no lamps flicker behind its cracked windows, and no footsteps disturb the dust-covered pathways that stretch endlessly into the golden dunes of Rajasthan. Locals believe Kuldhara is cursed, and those who dare to enter after sunset risk more than just an eerie encounter. They risk their very lives. Even today, no one has been able to settle here, and those who try either fall mysteriously ill, suffer terrible misfortune, or disappear without a trace. But what really happened on that fateful night when the entire village vanished? Was it an act of defiance, or was it something more sinister? The story of Kuldhara is one shrouded in fear, loss, and an unbreakable curse. Kuldhara was a village of prosperity and peace. Centuries ago, Kuldhara was not a ghost town, but a thriving village, home to the Paliwal Brahmins, a wealthy and respected community known for their intelligence, trade, and agricultural expertise. They built an advanced irrigation system, ensuring that the land remained fertile despite the harsh desert. The people of Kuldhara lived in harmony, their homes grand, their wealth vast, their community strong. But peace, as history has proven time and again, is often short-lived. The shadows of greed and tyranny soon fell upon Kuldhara, sealing its fate in a tragedy that would never be forgotten. The downfall of Kuldhara began with Salim Singh, the powerful but despised Diwan, minister of Jaisalmer. He was known for his ruthlessness, his insatiable hunger for power, and his corrupt rule. His name alone was enough to strike fear into the hearts of people across the region. One day, as Salim Singh traveled through Kuldhara, his eyes fell upon a young woman, the daughter of the village chief. She was breathtakingly beautiful, and at that moment, he decided she would be his. He sent his soldiers with a decree. The girl must be handed over to him, or the entire village would suffer his wrath. If they refused, he would crush them with unbearable taxes, forcing them into poverty, starvation, and ruin. The villagers were trapped. To deny the Diwan meant certain death, but to agree meant dishonoring their own blood. The Paliwal Brahmins were known for their integrity, and they would never allow such cruelty to befall one of their own. The village elders convened under the moonlit sky, their faces grim as they searched for a way out. There was only one solution: the Great Vanishing. On a night no historian can explain, the people of Kuldhara did the unthinkable. Every single villager, men, women, children, disappeared. They did not flee in small numbers over days or weeks. They left together, in one single night, vanishing into the darkness of the desert. By the time the Diwan soldiers arrived, the village was empty. Not a soul remained. The streets were abandoned, the houses left as they were, as if the people had just stepped out for a moment. But they never returned. There were no signs of struggle, no footprints, no trail to follow. It was as if Kuldhara had been swallowed by the desert itself. Before leaving, however, the villagers did something no one expected. They cursed Kuldhara. They sealed its fate with an unbreakable curse, swearing that no one would ever be able to live there again. Any who tried would be met with ruin, suffering, and death. The village, once filled with life, became a place of death and mystery. The curse comes to life. As the years passed, Kuldhara remained abandoned. Many tried to settle there, but none succeeded. Families who moved in were driven away by disease, misfortune, or eerie experiences. Some even disappeared mysteriously, much like the original villagers. Those who dared to stay after dark heard whispers on the wind, voices calling out in pain and sorrow. Some swore they saw shadows moving through the empty houses, eyes watching them from the darkness, and footsteps trailing them, though no one was there. It wasn't long before the village gained its terrifying reputation. People stopped coming, and Kuldhara was left to decay. Even today, Paranormal investigators, thrill seekers, and historians have all attempted to uncover the truth behind Kuldhara, but no one has an answer. Visitors to Kuldhara often report strange occurrences, especially after sunset. Some of the most terrifying experiences include hearing faint whispers in the wind, as if the spirits of the villagers still roam the streets, seeing flickering lights in the abandoned houses, despite there being no electricity, feeling an unseen presence following them, the sensation of being watched, hearing footsteps behind them, but finding no one when they turn around, cameras and electronic devices malfunctioning within the village. Even ghost hunters and skeptics have admitted that there is something unnatural about Kuldhara. Whether it is truly haunted or simply cursed by its tragic history, one thing is certain: no one stays in Kuldhara after dark. The unsolved mystery. To this day, the biggest question remains unanswered. Where did the people of Kuldhara go? Did they escape into the desert, finding refuge in another part of Rajasthan? Did they perish, their bodies lost beneath the sands? Or is there something much darker at play? Something beyond human comprehension? No records exist of the Paliwal Brahmins beyond that night. They simply disappeared, leaving behind a lifeless village and a story that still sends shivers down the spines of those who dare to listen. Kuldhara stands as a warning and a reminder of the consequences of cruelty and oppression. The houses still stand, the roads remain, but life will never return. The sun sets over Kuldhara every evening, and as darkness falls, the whispers rise once more. The spirits of the lost walk the streets, waiting for someone foolish enough to stay. Would you dare to enter Kuldhara at night? Because once night falls, the village wakes. And the curse of Kuldhara still lingers.